wonderful week.
We celebrated Resurrection Sunday yesterday at our church,
Sunday.
and it was wonderful.
How was your Easter, Jack?
Jesus got up with all power in his hand. We just celebrated them. We have that faith that he got up and that we're getting up.
How was your Easter, Jazz?
Well, I was just really happy to be home and see my family because I haven't been here in a long time. So I was really happy to be here. I was hoping that my dad, Lawrence, Larry pulled up to the family cookout, but he was really busy working. But it's all good.
Yes.
They did not have vegan food this holiday.
Did you have some regular food?
I did not. I'm a proud vegan, not proud liberal, proud vegan.
Okay.
As of almost 4 years now.
Vegan.
Yeah.
The vegan lifestyle.
I can't believe Larry was working on yesterday. I can't believe that.
We worked.
You did?
We worked.
I can't believe Larry.
I had to work yesterday
They
too.
want to call him
I
out.
can't believe Larry.
Okay.
But look, I made some of the best dressing that anybody could.
Talking food. Come on, Ron. Come on.
Okay.
Talk it up. Did you bring something to the studio?
Man.
Did you bring a plate to the studio? Did you bring a plate?
It takes a long time and it takes love to really make that real dressing.
Hey, speak on that. He said that's what goes in the food. Love. Okay, hold on. Happening right now is being high. What's going on? Excuse me, block passes. Okay, George Floyd. Prosecutors trying former police officer charged with the murder of George Floyd's death appeared to distance themselves last week from the medical findings on cause of death issued by the only doctor who performed an autopsy.
Okay, you forgot the first part. You asked the question. It says, it's being high.
I did that intentionally.
It's being high. I know that. It's being high an excuse to hold someone down and block air passages with your knee.
Yes, I think so. If someone is high on drugs and intoxicated, you must restrain them for fear of harm to
We didn't say
public.
restrain. We said to put a knee and block their air passage.
I don't know that was what we.
In other words, murder them.
We need more information.
What?
That's
a question.
We need the video, sir. We don't need any more information.
We need to. Have you saw the entire video?
Yes, sir.
And so you're saying
I saw enough.
Your opinion is what, Jazz?
Well, this isn't an opinion. What I saw was the fact that he was sitting there with his knee on the man's neck for 9 minutes.
Okay.
And did I say anything false, gentlemen? Anything false? Not at all.
Not yet.
I thought it was 8 minutes. That was 8 minutes.
9 minutes, 12 seconds.
8 minutes and 20 something.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
I don't care. 2 minutes, 1 minute. You don't do that.
Okay.
That's not a right restraint.
Okay, so he should have restrained. He should have.
In a different way,
They should have
not lead to death.
They should have asked Mr. Floyd, "How do you want to be restrained?" How would you feel comfortable being on your Oxycontin and your fentanyl, your heroin,
like
your cocaine?
like they did with the gentleman that murdered the people in the church in North Carolina, or was it South Carolina? Restrain him that way. Take him from some Burger King. Make sure he's okay mentally and not murder the man.
So you're saying George Floyd was handled roughly because he was black?
No.
That's your
so I don't need to say it. You said it for me.
I'm asking
Sir,
the question.
as a black man, how do you feel?
I don't have a feeling. I go with facts. I get out of my feelings.
We have a call.
Go ahead. We got a caller. Go ahead, caller. Good morning. How are you? Go ahead. Yes, sir. Hold on. No, so repeat that. Repeat it. So you got to turn on the phone. Turn up and speak it loud.
Heard of that. The man was handcuffed. He was subdued. There was no reason for him to put his knee on that man's neck. I don't care how many tapes you look at. The man had handcuffs on.
Great. Okay, a great comment. Go ahead, caller.
How y'all doing? This is Mona Lisa.
Good morning.
Murder. Clear murder.
Okay.
Anyone could see that.
Thank you for your call. Okay, the first caller asked the question.
He said, just because he had drugs in his system, you telling me that
what I want to ask the caller has the call, have you ever used fentanyl, heroin, cocaine?
What does that
No, wait, I'm asking my question. Hold on. Now, I know how you feel, Ron.
Okay.
I know how you feel.
All right.
We clear. We already know that. Listen, here we go. Look, what I'm saying is that for anybody who's got a comment or question, my first question, have you used all the substances that the Mr. Floyd was on? If you don't know, please look it up. It's open record. You can find it, no problem. If you haven't used those drugs, or you haven't interacted with someone on those drugs in an adverse manner, you or I don't know. And again, I'm not saying it was appropriate. I'm not saying it was an appropriate restraint. What I'm saying to you is that in the time that the occurrence was taking place, there's no handbook to say, how do you deal with somebody on all these drugs? Come on, go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Mr. Larry, check this out. Yes, before people that use drugs. But that does not have nothing to do. That man was not fighting, he was not acting, he was handcuffed.
He was. I'm sorry, caller.
He was a dude. There was no way that man, you know.
Call it now. Thank you, caller, for your call. I don't want to argue with you. I want to hear what you have to say, and then you have to allow me to respond to what you're saying. Like I was asking our fantastic studio guest this morning, and I asked anybody in the public, if you have not watched the entire video, please go back and watch the entire George Floyd video.
Okay.
Mr. Floyd asked to be put on the ground. When he got on the ground, he would not maintain a calm composure. So I'm not saying the officer should have put his knee on it, but if you say put me on the ground, and then you start doing all kind of madness and crazy stuff, well, you make people nervous.
I mean,
go ahead, Ron.
It's going. We'll come back around. You know that's overboard to put your knee on somebody's leg, but that length of time.
Go ahead, Jack.
It's your job as a police officer to know how to deal with nervousness. I don't want to hear your excuses.
Cut him back off.
You got the mic.
All right, we'll come around.
Loud and
We'll come back. This is the To The Point show with opinionated Larry. We're based out of Nashville, Music City.
Quickly.
Shouts out to Mona Lisa. She's a top caller. She's been calling in.
Big shout out to
Mona Fan Club.
Big shout out.
Lil Nas X was in the news. We got vaccines. You can go to Hadley Park now and get the Johnson & Johnson. Anyone over 18. They wanted to shout that out. We got the book club is awaiting. Everybody's waiting on Larry's book, his long-awaited book. Everybody's waiting on us. And also, if you have questions for Larry, email info@tothepointshow.com, info@tothepointshow.com. Go ahead, Larry.
Anyone who has a friend, a brother, cousin, uncle, sister, auntie, that is a police officer, if you can get in contact with them, have them call the show as fast as you can, if possible, 615-242-7760. I would like to get a police officer's firsthand tape.
I believe we've had that.
We have, but I want to know one about how they would respond. How they would respond. Talk about. How they would talk about. Okay. How they would respond. Okay, how they would respond to a situation like that, because it would be it's strange. Okay, we got here in the social media. We're reading off of Twitter, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Some say they were just doing their jobs. But why did they need to invade the church? This church. When they went in this church over the weekend, these officers went into a church. I was just listening to this on the way in. And I believe the pastor said he was identifying the police officers as Gestapo, the Nazis, because they invaded his church about the people social distancing or having service outside. As a matter of fact, I came up Jefferson Street yesterday and I saw at Pleasant Green. If anybody remember that church, I used to go there. They were having service outside at this point in time, and we would think it wasn't the members that had already been vaccinated or had vaccinated or something to that effect. But this pastor here was very, very upset and angry, and had not physical, but forcefully verbally, and made the officers and law enforcement get the heck out of his building. Leave the premises, get out of here, and don't come back until you have a warrant. We believe in law enforcement. We believe in law enforcement. We believe in law and order. But sometimes, and in some cases, law enforcement may overstep its bounds. What do you think about that, Jasmine? When law enforcement possibly, possibly oversteps or goes too far with certain, especially in the COVID climate. Are they going too far to try to enforce where you can go eat, or you can't out to this restaurant, or close the restaurant down, or take people to jail, things of that nature? What do you think about that?
The police officers are doing their job by following whatever laws are in place for whatever city or whatever place they're regulating. As far as the pastor telling them to leave, I'm not sure where he is and what the law allows, but I guess that's what should be followed, because that's how America is moving with this situation ever since Donald Trump started that type of behavior and just move as you feel, go as you will when it comes to COVID-19. So we're just kind of going with whatever law enforcement or legal people put in place in whatever city.
Okay. Let's say that then. Say that. The Patriots in the house. Patriots in the building. Patriots are in the building. Good morning. But back to what I was saying. When does the officer or the law enforcement go too far, overstep the boundaries? I'll say this right here. This is why I've been on COVID-19 restrictions. Mm-hmm. Now, I can drink liquor. I can, in some places you can smoke marijuana. Okay. I'm understanding in some states they're about to legalize even the use and possession, small possession of hard drugs. I heard in Oregon, I think in Oregon or something like that.
Give me some idea. What are the hard drugs?
Heroin, cocaine, crack,
everything that crippled the African American community.
It can cripple any community.
Right, but we know it was heavily.
Definitely. Okay, so that being said, there you go.
Snowfall. Shout out to Snowfall.
Okay. That being said, I'm saying if I have the choice to use these illicit drugs at my discretion, but I can't go to a restaurant and sit down and eat at my own discretion. I said, you might get sick at the restaurant. You might catch the COVID-19 at the restaurant. Or I might get run over or have an OD on marijuana cigarette or a cocaine pill or whatever they're taking, or what? Yes, maybe. I don't know. Is it not reasonable to say I have the choice and the free will to make the decision on my own volition
to
go out to eat or open my business, and you make the choice that you want to come in and eat or not? That's your choice. Wear your mask, wear your ventilator, wear your plastic suit, whatever you want to do, it's your choice. Don't close my business down. The reason I bring this up is because a lady was taken to jail for opening up her place in Michigan, opening up her restaurant in Michigan.